And thank you for joining me. It is no coincidence why we're here today at the Grotto Bay Beach Resort. Ladies and gentlemen, when I assumed the role of the Minister of Business Development and Tourism, one of my first acts was to meet with the members of the Bermuda Hotel Association and our hotel owners. Over the course of the last few months, we have engaged in several fruitful conversations. Part of my message to them was reaffirming that this government fully supports their efforts to bolster Bermuda's tourism product. Granted, of late there has been fervent discussion about tourism, our hotels, and the revitalization of the industry. And in the midst of this noise, it is easy to miss the positive developments that are taking place in this industry. So today, I thought it fitting that we convene at Grotto Bay to not only share some good news about tourism, but also to demonstrate in a tangible way this government's support for our hoteliers. We have recently compiled our year-end visitor arrival statistics for 2010, and I am pleased to highlight some encouraging developments. Cumulative visitors arrivals to Bermuda in 2010 were up 4.7% for the year. A total of 585,266 visitors spent time on our shores during this period, up from 559,048 visitors in 2009. This total was a direct result of an active year on the cruise and yacht front. The jump in total arrivals came despite a continuing decline in air arrivals, which saw a marginal drop of 1.5% in 2010. The months of May and August all showed increases for the year over year. However, September did not fare as well, declining 14%, as the island was hit by a number of tropical systems, most notably Hurricane Igor. Hurricane Igor impacted flights and reservations and ultimately affected visitor arrivals. Air visitation by nationality remains dominated by the U.S., with 72% of all visitors originating from this region. Canadian visitors' share increased 2% points in 2010 to 13%, which is a result of the 22% increase in visitor arrivals from this area due to the additional airlift out of Toronto supplied by WestJet. Visitation of visitors from the UK and the European markets remained constant at 10% and 2% respectively, while visitors from the rest of the world were down 1% point at 3%. While air visitation may have been down in 2010, these visitors stayed longer on the island. The average length of stay for the year increased to 6.21 nights, up from 6.09 nights in 2009. Visitors choosing to stay in commercial properties also increased to 4.94 nights from 4.84 nights. The increase in stay attributed to an increase in hotel occupancy. Figures supplied by the Bermuda Hotel Association show that hotel occupancy increased 3 percentage points, averaging out at 54% for the year for their member properties. As mentioned, cruise arrivals to the island increased for the year to a tune of just over 9%. Exceeding projections, cruise visitors totaled 347,931 for 2010, a boost of over 29,000 year over year. This is a direct result of the additional 14 cruise ship calls for the period. In 2011, cruise arrivals are expected to increase. Meanwhile, the Newport to Bermuda yacht race helped user yacht visitation to an increase of 9%. The race alone led to a total of some 189 yachts to the island in the month of June. The year ended with 5,073 yachtsmen sailing to the island, and representing an increase of 419 yacht visitors during this period. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to share with you some of the preliminary statistics from January 2011. I am pleased to say that there's an upward trend in visitor arrivals. The upward trend in visitor arrivals continued. Overall, there was a 5.5% increase in air visitors over 2010. While we saw a slight decline in air arrivals from our traditional East Coast markets such as New York and New Jersey, We did see an increase in arrivals from our gateways in Pennsylvania with 15%, as well as a boost in arrivals from Maine, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. We also had a boost in arrivals from Canada, with a 50% increase in visitors from this region, also thanks to the additional WestJet flights. The Bermuda Marathon weekend was a resounding success, and it was a highlight for us in January 2011. The race weekend, with the highest number of participants since 2004, arrived in our shores. We welcomed over 680 runners for this event, and we look forward to working with organizers to ensure that race weekend is even a bigger success next year. Giving a preview of the upcoming months, I can report that the hotel bookings for the second quarter of this year look promising, with an increase in group business expected to boost our occupancy levels. Ladies and gentlemen, our tourism success hinges on so many factors. A huge part of that is our hotel product. Having quality hotel accommodations and adequate beds are key to enticing visitors to our shores. I mentioned earlier that it's not by coincidence that we're here having this press conference at Grotto Bay. In fact, I'm pleased to announce that last month, the online travel conglomerate of Expedia.com awarded Grotto Bay the Top Partner of the Year award for an independent hotel. Grotto Bay's innovative, consistent promotional campaign and its flexible room rates and availability succeeded in catching the attention of the most popular online travel website in the world. This is a thrilling development, and I want to extend my congratulations to the General Manager, Mr. J.P. Martins, and all the management and staff at the hotel for this wonderful accomplishment. Also in Grotto Bay news, the resort was recently approved under the Hotels Concession Act to conduct a series of property upgrades, including the installation of a new energy management system and the renovation of guest rooms.